Ah la la. Oh la la. Guys, life is not about hate. Seriously, it's not. If you wake up every morning with one mission to do good, your life is going to be perfect. Amen. Me, when I wake up every morning, my goal is to try to change somebody's life in the positive way. That's my goal. That's why you see me, no matter how bad my day is going, you are always going to see me with a smile on my face. That's what it is, okay? But anyways, what's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money. And so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we'll look at market performance. I told you it was a trap, right? Didn't I? Anyway, it depends on how you see it, okay? We'll look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will check on prices in details. And right after that, we will look at our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? I know everybody wants to buy a Lambo right away. I know. But hey, guy, I'm telling you, it's not a question of how. It's a question of when. I mean, it's not a question of if. It's a question of when. We are going to buy those Lambos. And not everybody. Depends on what your goal is. If your goal is just a Lambo, yeah, you may as well start packing that bag right now, because I'm telling you, Casper is going to surprise you before the year ends. You're going to see it. Now, it's like today is the 5th. The countdown's still going, 25 days to smart contracts. And you're going to see people who think like as soon as the smart contracts go live, Casper is just going to jump, boom. No, it's not going to happen like that, guys. Smart contracts are going to go live. Massive migrations of different projects from all over this cryptocurrency chains is going to happen. And when that happens, next thing you are going to see that the transaction volume is going to skyrocket. Okay, you guys already know demand and supply go hand in hand, right? It's going to skyrocket. Right now, looking at the whole like statistics, Ethereum still holds about 45 to 50% of all DeFi, all the total value locked on DeFi right now. Ethereum still holds it. So even Crashilandia, even as much as they try to, go through the stablecoins transactions and stuff like that, they have not been able to take that away from Ethereum. That's one thing that I can say kudos to them for it. Even though Ethereum right now, they tried what was the update that they did? The V something, you guys remember? When Casper came out with 10 blocks per second. The V something, whatever you call it, made things worse. And yesterday I was looking at the news, okay? And I hear that now they are going to top up their speed to go to the same thing, like trying to do 10,000 transactions per second or something like that they were trying to do. But this is not going to take place right away. It's going to happen in 10 years. In 10 years. do you understand where Casper is going to be in 10 years? This 10 blocks per second will look like a child's play. In 10 years, Casper will be in 100 blocks per second. How many transactions are in 100 blocks? That's what I'm telling you, my guys. People are not paying attention to what is relevant. You are not paying attention to it. If you understand, there was you remember when the introduction of debit card, credit card when it started, right? With Visa and MasterCard. It used to be time that you will go buy something at the store, you swipe your card, and you had to wait a little bit longer, right? You had to wait a little bit longer. And do you understand what that meant to the public? At first, people were happy with it because guess what? Now I don't have to walk around with a pocket full of cash where you can get robbed or something could happen to you just because you're walking around with a bag full of cash. People were happy with it. We're happy with it until the same Visa came out with almost instantaneous payments. What happened to the first credit cards that came out? People dropped those things that they had cancer. they dropped it like they had contagious cancer, right? The same thing is going on in the cryptocurrency industry right now. Yeah, Crashilandia, or some of you call it Solana, is busy trying to up the speed, trying to do this and that. But Crashilandia, they all have the same problem. I have told you, security, proof of stake, and even right now you hear them saying that even the little validators who were running Ethereum, they are about to go out of business because the Ethereum node is about to upgrade to 2,000 plus Ethereums. Do you know how much is 2,000 Ethereums right now? So apart from them not being secure, they are also not going to be decentralized. A lot of people are saying, yeah, that is good because they're going to have Ethereum staking and this and that, blah, blah, blah. What is the good of having Ethereum staking and Ethereum ETFs if the majority of the people are not going to use it? What's the good thing about it? Does it make any sense? That is when I usually tell you, now is the time you look into those developments, right? So you are willing to wait 10 years for Ethereum to be fast, to scale. Man, trust me, man, that is some kind of paper that I cannot co-sign. I cannot co-sign that document because I don't have 10 years to waste. I don't have that time. And you see people, yeah, we are going to do this. Oh my God. And people get mad when I call them green candle chasers. They get mad about it because they are not looking at the actual Ethereum. They're not looking at it. People are just looking at that green candle. Like the other guy was saying the other day, Ethereum to $20,000. I just laugh. I laughed. Like to the point of that you couldn't even contain me. Ethereum to $20,000. Ethereum has been on a downtrend since 2021 after that bull run. That's the first thing. The second thing now is, even if they update their technology, what are they going to do with all those layer 2s that they have? What are they going to do with them? See? So that right there, they're even putting more power to the Casper ecosystem, because now if the layer 2s cannot survive on Ethereum, okay, they are going to have to find a way to survive. Now, you can go to Casper, but the model changes. In Casper, you are going to have to pay rent to the main chain. It's no longer like Ethereum, because in Ethereum, they were not contributing anything on Ethereum. But layer 2s on Casper, they are contributing for the biggest goal for Casper. That's what's happening right there. Therefore, yeah, layer 2s are going to do great. They're going to make money, but the main chain is going to make even more money. And a lot of you guys are not getting that. You are not getting the magnitude of that. You're not even thinking about Sparkle, because the other guy asked me the other day, okay, is a Sparkle going to be a layer 2? No. Sparkle smart contracts are going to be directly on Casper. We can classify that as a layer 1.5. Okay, they are going to be directly on Casper, just like IgraLab, directly on Casper. The same thing with Casplex. So these things, they are all tied to the main house. That's why I keep telling you, you need to buy Casper, because an example that comes close, a little bit close of defining how this thing is going to work, is looking at Solana. Look at Solana, for example, or even Sui. Okay, if you look at the model, how they work, okay, for you to trade meme coins on Solana, you have to buy Solana. Did you see it? You have to buy Solana, and the more you buy Solana, even though you are swiping it with the meme coin later, that leads to a higher volume on Solana, and that, my friends, leads to the price of Solana running. It's the same, like kind of the same model that Casper is going to use. So yeah, that transaction volume is going to make that coin starts to run like a mad cow. Most people don't see it right now. Like again, it is funny because now you yesterday I read one of the comments, like he was saying Casper's still down and Solana he's going up for this and that. And I just started laughing, and I said to myself, this guy must not be looking at the real charts, because if I'm not correct, Solana is at the same price it was last year at this point, or even lower than that at this point in 2024. That's it. Okay, so nothing has changed. Okay, nothing has changed on that. Like, look, this is, let me see if this is Solana. Yeah, this is Solana. Today is August the 5th. What is August 5th, 2024? January, February. Yeah, August 5th, 2024. Right there. 100 and what? Come on, stop moving. This is so difficult. What's today? August 5th, August 5th, August 4th, August. Come on, stop moving. July, August 31st. Man, this is so difficult to try to put it right here. Well, let's use this. 141. 104. I'm trying to catch it right in the middle. June, July. Where are we? July 23rd, August 5th. There you go. 129, and we are sitting at 168. That's right now. So if you look at Casper and you look at this is a coin that I'm telling you, it's a coin that's already has the ecosystem, has already had all of them, because all the tier ones exchanges have already listed Solana, all of them. And Solana is competing with Casper right now. Well, we're about to see. Like the guy was asking me, I said, okay, Solana has all the reasons to run. It's competing with Ethereum. It's faster than Ethereum. Although when you look at the things that matter, like the projects on chain and all that stuff, Ethereum still has better projects than Solana. Ethereum still has the highest TVL locked than Solana. So things like that, you start looking about it, then when you compare that way to Solana, then you understand that Solana is worthless when compared to Ethereum. Now, a lot of guys that keep talking about it and say, okay, what about Casper? And I keep saying the same thing. You cannot compare that fight yet. Okay, we will start to compare Casper's fight after August 31st. Let's just say second week of September. Okay, we start to see, because by then some project might have migrated. Then we start to try to get an idea of where everything is moving, right? Where everything is moving, we start to get that. So in comparison to that, you will also see something. Solana has not been able to break above the all-time high. It hasn't been able to do that, and everybody and their grandmama is still asking why. And it is just so simple. Go look at the Solana's ecosystem. I told you so many times, the biggest thing in that ecosystem, they are stable coins. And if you go look at what chain is processing most stable coins transactions, it's not even Solana. The hype of the meme coin is what put Solana on the map. After the meme coin, like everything has its time. Everything has the time. You remember the ICO era, right? The pre-sale era. Then we have the Inu era. Grandma Inu, Grandpa Inu, Uncle T Inu, all of them era. Okay? Then came the NFTs. Okay, the dead monkey and whatever NFTs. Now we are in the AI. How many Solana projects have AI? See, I'm telling you, it's just a question of time. Now you have Casper coming in. Casper, which again, compared to Ethereum, is millions of miles away when we compare it to Ethereum, the technology. So DeFi is gonna run way better on Casper. Gaming, NFTs, whatever you want to call it, is gonna outperform better on Casper. And once these guys start to notice this, that's when the real battle will start. That's when I tell you the TVL, because Casper has no TVL yet. You cannot compare that. And we're looking at it, all that we're talking about right now is basically mumbo jumbo for the average investor. All we care about, when are we gonna make money, right? That's all we care about. And that's the same thing I tell you. If you want to make money, you have to follow those developments. You care about that. Short term, yeah. It's like I told you guys yesterday. Imagine people that bought 1,000 Bitcoins when it was less than that, and they held it till today. The same thing goes to Casper. You buy Casper today. Okay, I know you have things, you have bills to pay. That is when you are supposed to have your own way of doing things. I told you guys, everybody has their own way of investment. When I get paid, my normal paycheck I cut it into 4. I already explained that before. I don't know how you do yours. Now, when it comes to investing in this crypto, leverage trading is the way I make my money. That's how I make money. That's why when everybody keeps asking me, okay, when are you going to sell your Casper? And I keep telling you I'm not selling it. I'm not, because I know 10 years down the line, that thing is going to be worth more than $10. It's going to be more worth than that. And if I need money, I make it through my leverage trading. That's why I show you my trades every day. Right? I show that to you every day. Now, compare that to Solana. First you heard, oh, Solana's ETFs. Okay. Oh my God. XRP ETFs. Yeah. Okay. you don't, it's like when you've been doing something for so long, it's very hard for somebody to try to rug pull you. Seriously. Because right now, they have tried everything, guys. They have tried everything. Solana upgrades to what was the name of the thing? Nothing. Oh, Trump's strategic reserve for the magicious Trumpicious. Nothing. Oh, this one, nothing. Now it's gonna be the Solana's ETFs. That's another way they are trying to suck the last of that money out of your pocket. We're talking about XRP. XRP, for how long have we been in this battle? Yeah, I mean, I've been on a waiting list for XRP since when? 2017, 2018? And I ain't seeing nothing happening. Now you have companies coming by like Kaspa, you have companies like Quant and the rest of them with better technology, with proven track records, because whatever they told you they're going to do, they're doing it. XRP, we are still waiting. And you hear people yet, yeah, XRP is going to do this. Guys, that hot potato is going to burn. It's going to burn. And yet, people can't see it. It's going to burn. This one keeps talking about, yeah, they're going to cut interest rate and the bull run is going to run way over into the... It's funny. You know what? It's funny to listen to this Bitcoin maxis talk. It's very funny. Now, it looks like most of them did not even read the white paper on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is tied to the monetary system like I don't know, a belt to your trousers. And we know if you follow the monetary system, that's why Bitcoin has that halving. It's tied to it. When central bank go from quantitative easing to quantitative tightening, watch Bitcoin's price. Right now, I've been beating here like a broken drum, telling you watch the macroeconomy, because listen, the Feds, they are scrambling right now. They are really scrambling. Jerome Powell don't want to make no move. I don't know what vendetta he has with Trump. Although, again, I can understand him, because he knows they've been printing money to buy those bonds. They've been printing it. If you cut interest rates drastically right now, you are going to collapse the US dollar. And that is what they don't want to do. Yeah, interest rate cut is coming up, but it's not going to be like you think. They are not going to print money. And everybody and their grandmama still don't want to pay attention to that. They are not going to print. They've already did that. They bought bonds. The money, what do you think the money came from? Now, again, they come with a stable coins law. What do you think that is going to do to the US dollar? They are not going to print. But oh well, a lot of you will sit there with your hands right on top of your head because you are not paying attention. Like I said yesterday, and I will say it again today, most of you are not looking at the projects. You are looking at the green candles. That's the problem that you have. Look at your pocket. First of all, okay, let's just say Bitcoin is going to 170,000, 160, 170,000. Okay, great. But the question you should be asking, if I put my money into Bitcoin right now, and Bitcoin goes to 160, 150, whatever it is going, how much money am I going to make? That's the question you should be asking. Well, if you are in my millionaire journey, because if you just want to make money and that's it, then yeah, you can go ahead and invest in Bitcoin. But if you are in my millionaire journey and you're looking for generational wealth, my friend, Bitcoin is not your answer. I will tell you that right now. It's not. And I've shown you here so many times on this channel. If you want to make that kind of money, look at Casper. That's where your money is. And yet people don't pay attention, right? People looking at that 7 cents, 8 cents, blah, blah, blah. And when you try to tell them it's okay for it to be a 7 or 8 cents because it has no ecosystem. Well, it has an ecosystem, but it hasn't been linked yet to the ecosystem. That's what smart contracts are going to do. And people are not paying attention to that. Now is your time. You need to pack your bag on it. And people still don't pay attention to it. Everybody's talking about, yo, Solana. And I look at Solana and I go, yeah, ecosystem, nothing there. The stable coins that they were busy trying to do out of that, like outdo everybody out of stable coins, they are also losing that battle. So how is Solana gonna get to 3 grand? I'm still scratching my head on it. I still can't I still can't get it. How? Now they are bringing that line, the ETFs. Again, they are going to leave you holding that hot potato. You want to make money. You want to make generational wealth. My friend, look at Casper. Look at Casper. Look at Quant. Because yeah, Quant, the development is there. Now the adoption has started. Now is the time you're supposed to start making that money. But well, you are going to see. A lot of you are going to cry about it because most people will not see it until it's too late. Until it's too late. Now they're throwing that narrative. So yeah, altcoin season is going to go through 2026 and you start to laugh about it. Guys, step by step. Let's pay attention. Like I said, July, August, maybe September. Okay, let's pay. Okay, we can add September to it. Let's pay attention and see what's going to happen. Because if you look at Move Index, okay, it's topping out in September. If you look at M2, it's topping out in September already. So yeah, you're supposed to start looking at those kind of stuff. But well, it depends on what you want. If you want to keep on doing this 9 to 5 every day, and you don't want to change from it, because they usually say, for your future, you are supposed to make that move today. Don't wait 2 days later, because the later you wait, the farther your date of achieving that goal is going to come. So you make that move today. Make it today and you watch. Yeah, I'm going to sit here. I told you, short term, I'm going to make money with Casper. Short term. Long term, I am going to be a multi-millionaire, if not a billionaire, with Casper. And you guys will see. Those of you who were busy crying for a bear market, did you see what's going on now? Did you see it? You still think we're in a bear market? Money is to be made. I'm telling you, but only for those who got patience. If you are busy running with the whole crowd like a group of sheep, guess what? You are not going to make that money. You will still cry about it. Get the Casper coin. Get Quant. Just buy it, sit tight and watch. Sit tight and watch. I told you, when price went down to 5 cents, I told you that was the bottom. If you had bought in at 5 cents, right now you will be up, right? And this is not even started yet, because like again, once smart contract go live, you are going to see. You're going to watch price action. You're going to watch. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the market. Let's see how the market has been performing for the past 24 hours. But again, because I'm telling you, people who are not paying attention, Bitcoin goes to $125,000. There is a lot of liquidation that is going to happen. Casper goes to 11 cents. There is so much liquidation that is also going to happen. And what do all these bastards that we call market makers, what do you think they usually do? You're about to see. Don't say I didn't warn you, but you're about to see, okay? Anyways, like, let's go right quick. Try Crypto Bubbles. Where is my good friend Crypto Bubbles? Come on, Crypto Bubbles, where are you? Right there. Let's see what we got going on. See? I told you. Bitcoin is making a move. Look at altcoins. Right? People are still expecting money to trickle down. Money is not going to trickle down. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins go up. Bitcoin drops, altcoins drop. Just look at it. But oh well, you will see. First of all, let's start with Kaspa, KAS. What do we have going on here? For the past hour, Casper is down 0.4%, 1.3% up on the day, 6.3% down on the week, 15.3% up on the month, and 43.4% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.30 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $57.75 million. Now we go look at Quant, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. 0.5% up the last hour, 0.9% up on the day, 8.5% down the week, 2.4% up on the month, and 85.2% up on the year, sitting at a market cap of $1.58 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $18.1 million. Look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin. What do we have here? 0.3% down the last hour, 1.5% up on the day, 6.8% down on the week, 20.7% up on the month, and 23.3% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $708.25 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $24.15 million. Now we look at Cubic, high risk, high reward. What do we have? 0.5% up the last hour, 9% down on the day, 7.8% down on the week, 75.6% up on the month, 50.8% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $280.58 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $11.31 million. Now let's look at the big guy, the orange guy. For the past hour, 0.1% down, 1.6% up on the day, 2.3% down on the week, and we have 6.6% up on the month and 113% up on the year. I'm telling you, we are looking at that $150,000, $160,000 in less time than you think. We got 2 months, right? Let's watch. Sitting at the market cap of $2.29 trillion and a 24 hours volume traded at $32.97 billion. Now, if you look, one thing that is common about every asset that we looked at is the volume. See how low that volume is? Very low. It should tell you something. It should tell you that, yeah, something is brewing, something is happening. Well, you're about to see it. Don't say I didn't warn you. That thing is about to run. Okay? Anyways, now let's go look at prices in detail. So we have here trading view. What do we have? Dixie going down, Bitcoin going up. Exactly, that's what we want to see. We want to see an inverse correlation between these two assets. Okay, now if you look at the charts, this is what I was telling you guys yesterday. You are busy panicking and the charts are already showing you the way. Okay, we are in the move, guys, and the move for Casper right now is trying to conquer that 12 cents. As you guys can see, I told you, ribbon still red, but it is curving upwards, right? That is one of the signs I usually look at. This is on the 4-hourly, okay? Ribbon still red, but it's curving upwards. So let's wait. By the time it turns green, this thing will be long gone, probably 9 or 10 cents. You're about to see it, okay? If you look at it on the daily, what do we have? Again, like I was telling you, even though price was going downwards, the ribbon was still green, and right now it is squeezing. Like when it starts to squeeze like this, it's going to have a pop. You're going to see it. It's going to pop, and this thing is going to run. Okay, now look at it on the weekly. Nothing has changed. Like I said, guys, look at the candles. Lower highs, nothing has changed. Even the ribbon, yes, it's still green, but it's curving. And when you start to see this thing curve, by the time it turns green, this thing will probably be at 15 cents. By the time this thing turns green, price target are still the same. Nothing has changed. We do have that 12 cents we have to conquer. After 12 cents, we have 15 cents. After that, we have 18, then 19 cents. And after that, we do have the all-time high. Then it will go into price discovery. Things are moving in Casper, guys. The online activities, on-chain activities on Casper is going out of, I don't know, off the chart. Something is happening, guys. Maybe it is the testing of the smart contracts, or maybe it is those tier 1 exchanges getting ready for it. But something is happening with Casper. Okay. Anyways, now let's go look at Quant QNT, the banker's coin, and the coin a lot of people love to hate. Like I said, same thing, right? Nothing. You have nothing to worry about. See, hourly ribbon still red, but it's curving upwards. That's the first thing. And you guys know, I already told you, every time this kind of things happen, pay attention to price, because price always gets attracted to the moving average. That's the first thing. Then it will bounce on top of it, and up we went. Okay, so yeah, we are in that move. We need to break that 125, like I told you guys. Okay, as you guys can see, same situation here. We formed the first bottom, it formed another bottom. This looks like a double bottom that we are going, and we need to break almost above 113. Again, the same situation. See the ribbon is about to start curving. Now price always gets attracted to the moving average. This thing is going to go try that 125. That's what it is doing right now. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, sorry, I got a rush because I got work to do. Okay, look at it on the daily, the same thing I was telling you guys. Even though price was falling, ribbon was still green. Now it is squeezing. The squeeze, that means starts to squeeze, go upwards, and then up we went. This thing has a lot of bullish momentum, and you will see people who don't have patience, because they start, I don't know how they trade. Everybody has their own way of trading, but me, I like looking at my simple stuff. Like I said, even with the price falling, look at the ribbon, still green, still going upwards, right? We know we have a lot of resistance at the 125. So yeah, I think this thing is going to try that 125, break it, and the next target after that, we already know, 151. After that, 164, and right after that, 176. If we close a daily candle above 176, Quant, it will be facing 230, and after that, all-time high, then price discovery. That's where we're going with this. Nothing less, nothing more. That's where we're going. All you gotta do is be patient enough. Now, with Bitcoin starting to move, let's see what Jasmine is doing. Although for me, like I told you guys, I don't like looking at it until it's like 2.3 cents. But let's just take a quick look. Let's see here. Yeah, it's breaking above the ribbon. That means, yeah, it's going up. Look at the 4-hourly. Let's see. Yeah, just the same situation with Quant. Double bottom, right? It's also starting to go up. Let's look at the daily. What do we have going on here? Yep, the same situation. Ribbon still green, and it is squeezing up as we speak. Okay, look at it on the weekly. Let's see, the same thing, right? Everything is just playing according to plan, because yeah, once Bitcoin starts to break higher, Jasmine is going to run with it. There's no two ways about it. Okay, there's no two ways. Okay, now let's go look at Bitcoin, the big orange guy. Let's see, what do we have? BTC, USDT. Same thing, right? I told you, the red line, yeah, we was going to have that price dumping, but right after that, we are going to go exactly where we were supposed to be before the red line, because everybody and their grandmama has started to realize that, yeah, Trumpicious Magicians was just bluffing. There was nothing more than that. Okay, so even if you look at it on the daily, look, see, ribbon still green, and we are going. We are going. So for me, I think we are going to go back to that $120,000, because yeah, by the time we hit this August 18, price is going to run even higher than that. So yeah, it is making that move. There's not much I can tell you right now, because like I told you, in every trade we have the before the trade, during the trade, and after the trade. All these assets are during the trade until we meet those targets. Once we meet the target, then we will see how the market is going to react. Okay, so stay ready, be ready, because yeah, nobody's going to tell you this. Everybody else is going to tell you, go buy Solana, go do this, go do that. They are not telling you, do not trade in the middle of the move, because that, my friends, it might come out either way. It's very risky. Okay, price might decide to come down, then you lose, or price might go up, then you make your money. It is always best to have that trade before the trade, not during the trade. You understand? Before the trade. So anyways, yeah, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. Okay, I know a lot of you who were waiting for Rex City, and I kept telling you, yeah, you're gonna wait, you're gonna have to wait for a long time. Let's go look at that. But before we do that, please do not get into leverage trading if you don't know what you're doing, because you're going to easily lose your money, very easily. One thing I tell you, leverage trading requires a lot of patience, which is, again, is one of the qualities we've been talking about on this channel. If you don't have a lot of patience, you are going to lose a lot of money. That's as simple as that. Now, if you want to get into leverage trading, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, I recommend that for you, for beginners. Phemex, Margex, and Wix Exchange. Sign up using those links. Once you sign up, you meet the deposit requirements. Once you do that, they are going to give you free money in thousands. You get the money, don't rush. Take $50 or $100 and start to practice. Trust me, it will be you will thank me for practicing. Start to practice, because if you don't practice, it will be the easiest way for you to lose all that money, and then you become the president of Rex City or Rexlandia. That's what you will become. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. But anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we start with Bydfi. There I am trading King Kaspa, and I am also trading Quant. As you guys can see the chart, you see that chart? It dipped. Yeah, market went down. Now it's going back up again where it's supposed to be, right? Now let's look at the contracts. What do we have here? We do have my Casper. I am still down 53%, which is 4,800. On my Quant, yeah, Quant is trying to go back up again. I am up 7%, which is $733. Yeah, everything is moving according to plan. I told you guys, you are going to see in the months that we've been talking about, right? Anyways, now let's go right quick, look at Phemex. On Phemex, I am trading King Kaspa, and I'm also trading the Japanese Bitcoin, Jasmine. My overall here is sitting at $8,200 approximately, okay? If you look at my contracts, you'll see that here, on my Casper, I'm basically breaking even right now at $35. On my Jasmine, I am still down 73%, which is $8,000. Okay, yeah, let's watch and see. Anyways, now if you go on my last but not the least, Wix Exchange, here I am trading King Casper, and I'm using Quant for a competition. My overall here is sitting at $5,400 approximately. If you look at my contract, you will see that here on my Quant, I am up $1,700. Okay, that's wow, that's nice. And then on my Casper, I am up $230, as you guys can see. So yeah, but one thing you will notice, if you did pay attention, you can pause the videos if you want to. You will notice that I am an aggressive trader. That's why my trades move high or low very quickly. Okay, I trade at 50x, and I don't use stop loss. That's me. That's how I trade. And another thing you will also notice is that I am not a day trader. I'm a long-term trader, which means at the beginning of the bull run, I enter my trade and relax. Wait until the end of the bull run, then I close all of them. I don't DCA out. I don't do that. I close shop in one day. That's me. Anyways, guys, again, please, you have to really watch. They are going to tell you things, but use reason. We are here to make money. We are here to get rich, go from zero to a millionaire status. And try to invest right now in Bitcoin is not going to get you there. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's not. It's not going to get you there. Okay? So, yeah, you got to be really careful. Casper is where the money is. Quants, those guys, that's where the money is. And you will figure out, I hope you figure it out before it's too late. Okay? Anyways, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. Okay, I am interested in knowing what you think about everything we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. I mean, it can grow. You never know. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? Until I see you in my next one. Yeah, I gotta go back to this 9 to 5. So be careful out there, right? Take very good care of yourselves, and bye-bye.